Good afternoon to Miss, and we are from Group 5. Today, our topic is Jemy the Adventure, and I am the leader of the Group 5 Long Yihan.
I'm Justin.
I am Koot Liang.
And I'm Enosh.
So this game overview, this game is a 2D endless runner game developed using the p5.js. So the features animal character in a friendly forest environment. The game theme include the adventure, friendship, and exploration. So for the story concept, the animal friends discover a rumor about a mysterious area deep in the forest, and the player need to control one animal to explore this area. So for the gameplay, it is a run through the forest, avoid the obstacles, and collect items, and gain the buff such as speed boost and shield while avoiding dangers. So for the objective of this game, it is a survival as long as possible and achieve a high score. It is designed as a learning project to demonstrate animation, collision detection, game states, and user interaction. Our target audience is student, casual gamers, and younger players. It is a simple control suitable for all age. So I will pass to the next person.
Our project focus on 5 core objectives to build a polished and engaging game. First, we will create a smooth and responsive foundation with precise physics, collision, and progressive difficulty. Second, we will implement fun, replayable gameplay through power-ups, a scoring system, a randomized challenge. Third, we are design clear and intuitive menus and visual to ensure the interface is easy to navigate. Fourth, we will enhance the experience with immersive sound effects, music, and polished visual feedback. Finally, underlying all of this, we are committed to writing clean, efficient, and well-structured code using professional development practice, making this project both a compelling game and a robust showcase of technical skill. The goals 1 and 2 are about the core game, about how it works and how it is fun. Goals 3 and 4 are about the player's experience, making it look, feel, and sounds great. And the goals 5 is about the code itself, to making it professional, clean, and efficient. Next.
And now we will come to the screen sketches. And for the first one, we can see that there is a game title at at the middle of the screen, and then there's a instruction text in below the title, and we can see two options whether we can start the game or settings. And this this kind of design actually provides a very convenient, and the players can easily know how to work. And the second one is the character selections menu. Players can select the character among this player list, whether dog, cat, frog, rabbit, fox, and duck. And same, it will provide an instruction to confirm the selection of the character. And the third one, we will come to the gameplay screen, and the player, whether is an animal, and you can control the character to collect buff and earn scores, avoid obstacles, and debuff. All of the game information, including the score, highest score, character, buff, and debuff, are displayed at the top left corner of the screen. And when player collides with obstacles or accidentally get the poison, which is one of the debuff, the game will end, and it will display a final high score and prompt the user to start the game. So this shows a clear flow of this game logic. And first of all, the game starts at the main menu, which contains two options, game and settings. And if players select settings, they will provide a list of animal characters, and the player can navigate through the list using the arrow keys. And the selection is confirmed by pressing the space key. In case the player selects start game, the gameplay will begin and the character starts moving. The game will continuously update the player movement, score, buff and debuff activation, and obstacle generation. The system will constantly check for collisions, whether the collision on the obstacle or poison, and it will lead to a game over screen. But if in case this kind of condition is not met, the gameplay loop will continue.
And now to the design plan, there are several key elements. The first elements will be about the players, where players can control a character, an animal character that you can select from the menu as mentioned just now. And each character has a unique looks, and also they move automatically forward and jump to avoid obstacles. And then about the hazards and enemies is to avoid colliding with the obstacles, the blocks, stone, trees acting as the obstacle and the enemy, unless buff is activated, or else it will be a game over. And then next will be the score system. The score will increases until game over. The longer survival time, the higher the score. And then will be the items that you will collect during the game. There will be 4 items that will be in the game, the buffs and debuffs. For first one, the shield will protect the player from obstacle, but it's time limited. And the speed will be temporarily increase the speed of the character and ignores the obstacle when collide. And slow will the items of slow will temporarily reduce the speed, also time limited. And poison will straight away go to the game over. Then, the last but not least, the background uses a sky blue theme with green ground. Visuals follow a simple cartoon style. This ensures clarity, accessibility, and reduce visual clutter. Next. And then there are several game rules and the controls. The game will start at the menu, and players will select the character from the setting menu. Then once the game starts, the character will run automatically and the player can jump to avoid the obstacles. When colliding an obstacle equals game over unless shielded, and the poison item will immediately go to game over. The power-ups effect are time limited, and also the debuffs too. Game speed increases exponentially to raise difficulty. Game ends when the player is defeated, and player may restart and try to beat the high score again. Then the controls will be the spacebar for the entire game. However, there's also the up and down arrow to navigate through the menu options and selection of characters too. Next.
So for the development approach, first, this game is developed using HTML, JavaScript, and p5.js. So the HTML is used to load the game on a web page, while JavaScript controls the game logic and player interaction. The p5.js library is handle graphic animation, sound effect, and user input, and making it suitable for simple 2D games. So next is the game initialization. The setup function initialize the canvas and set up all games variable when the game starts. The draw function run continuously and act as the main game loop, updating the screen every frame. The game has several game states, and these include the menu screen, setting for character selection, the player state where gameplay happens, and the game over screen that appears when the player loses. Finally, the controls are handled using the keyboard input, and the arrow key are used to navigate menu, while the space bar is used to select option, jump during gameplay, and restart the game. Next. So this slide is show about the main structure of the game. So the first is the setup function. The setup function creates the canvas and reset all game data when the game start or restart. The draw function is update the game screen every frame. It also switch between different screen based on the current game state, such as a menu, gameplay, or game over. The key press is about control the menu selection, jumping, and restarting. And the buff speed system is speed the character increase over time, and buff effect is control using timers. For the HUDs and sound system, display the score and important game information on the screen, and play sounds effect for events such as collecting item or game over.
There are a few challenges that we faced, but the greatest challenge is about the initially that we plan to for the characters to have built-in buffs where each animals would provide different advantages such as higher jump or extra speed. However, we decided due to some reasons. For first one is the game fairness, which adding permanent buffs made the gameplay either too easy or unfair to when combined with random power-up items. And also there are technical limitations. The increasing complexity of managing buff systems simultaneously could affect the game's stability. So for the final decision, as a result, the built-in character buffs were removed in the final version. This ensured balanced gameplay for all characters. The game remains smooth, playable, and fair. Next. And the features that is implemented successfully were the characters, the character selection, obstacle avoidance, power-up system, scoring, sound effects, and a complete menu-based game flow. And also the lesson learned from this project is that planning features is very important, but not all planned features are needed within time and technical limitations. And also game balance is also as important as functionality. Some ideas had to be dropped to maintain fairness. And to conclude this presentation, this project helped us understand how P5 can be used for a two-game development such as the Jemy. So through this project, we learned that simple graphics can be effective, game balance is critical, and well-structured code is also essential. Team communication and incremental testing help us manage complexity and deliver a stable final product. Next. Okay, thank you.
So now we will come to the demo of this game. And first of all, we can notice there's two options, and user can either use the arrow key to select up and down. And now we go into the setting, we go to see which character we can use. And there is 6 characters, so this time we choose cat. And now we can start the game. So this is the buff function, and this can speed up. If we accidentally collide with an obstacle, we will lead to game over. And this can slow our motion. And this black one is the poison. And when we collide with that, it will lead to a game over. And this is the end of our demo. Thank you.